Hey everybody, it's David, and welcome to another episode of the Daily D. If you haven't already subscribed, go down below, click the subscribe button. Get that done now so you can get the most up-to-date videos, get your daily dose of the Daily D from me right here on this channel. I appreciate you watching. It is very, very humbling to see so many people engaging, but more importantly for me to be able to share some of the stories and messages that I have. So, the last few days I've been thinking about what it is that's holding me back. And I think I'm not alone in this. I think that there's a lot of things in the world that hold me back. One of them is my mind. And I think it's the one thing that holds me back the most, when I think things can restrict me or things can not let me achieve the success that I really want to achieve. I, I wholeheartedly believe that the only limiting factor in our lives is ourselves. I don't believe that our economy or that the world, the president, whatever it is, holds me back from being successful. Not one bit. Now, I believe that because there have been many times in my life where there have been a different president, where the weather's been bad, where things didn't go my way, right? But the only thing that stopped me was me. You see, I said, well, because this is going on in the world, I can't do this. When in all reality, and right now, for an example, there was or has been a pandemic, and people would say, well, because of the pandemic, I couldn't have, my business suffered, I lost my job, my family's not doing good, which is all just really a limiting belief right here, because there are many people who had succeeded during this pandemic in health and in wealth, in business. They have succeeded. So what's our excuse? Well, the real excuse here is this thing. It limits our beliefs because we want to give ourselves an excuse. And I don't believe that excuses are something that I want to live by, but I know that I'm going to make some for most of my life. I know what you are as well, because we just do those things. We make excuses because that's just what we are, right? We're inherently negative about things. So here are some tips for you to get positive and to get over this mindset issue. So number one is, the only way that you can get over a mindset issue, things that restrict you, is to build your self-confidence. You see, sometimes you got to bet on you. You got to say, hey, whatever happens in the world, it doesn't matter because I got me. That's the one thing that affects everything, your confidence. If you have confidence that nothing can stop you, that no pandemic can shake you, then what happens is there really isn't anything that can stop you. There really isn't anything that can shake you, because you're going to control your own economy. So, number one, build your self-confidence. Number two, surround yourself with positive people. You see, there's so much negative in the world. Why would you surround yourself with negative people when there's so much positive in the world, right? There's so much to be thankful for. There's so many people out in the world that could give you guidance and mentorship and advice. And you know what? Sometimes if you don't have those people already in your life, what you can do really is just read, watch some YouTube, find some people who have some positive things in the world to say, and follow them, listen to them, take their advice, regardless if you know them or not. You can take advice from a lot of places, okay? So number one, again, let me recap. Number one, build your self-confidence. Number two, surround yourself with great people. And number three, have a positive outlook on everything you do. Now, I know that's hard, knowing that there's so much negative in the world, but when you think about the things that are negative, really what you have to do is you got to take it with a positive. What can I learn from this? This is one thing I learned through crisis, is any crisis, anytime you're going through some struggles, the one thing you can tell yourself is, what can I learn from this? Right? Find the positive in everything. For an example, if you lost your job, the honest truth, okay? I don't want to be negative about something, but if you lose your job, what can you say? Well, what can I learn from this? Well, maybe I should have picked a different career, or maybe I should have invested in something different. Maybe I should have had a side hustle. Maybe I need to prepare in case this happens again. Maybe I should have had more savings. Maybe I should have waited or worked on myself a little bit more. See, what can I learn from this is a very important tactic to how you prepare for the next crisis. You see, you're never going to learn from anything if you just continue to say, well, I can't believe I had bad luck. I can't believe it's this way. It's not, should not right. You see, those are negative attitudes. So you got to take a positive look at every single thing that happens to you that you don't think is positive, and turn it into one. All right, so number one, build self-confidence. Number two, surround yourself with positive people, or find positive things to be involved in, YouTube, books, and so on and so forth. And number three, which is really super important, is turn every negative into a positive by finding the positive in it. So I hope this helps you today. If you like this, please go down and subscribe. I wish you nothing but health, success, wealth, but most importantly, freedom. Thanks, guys.